You're listening to another edition of Arrowhead Audio. We're glad you're here.
You're listening to Arrowhead Audio from Kickapoo High School's Chief TV Media Department, Springfield, Missouri. Chief TV is a network, nonprofit public educational organization whose main mission is to train students for a career in communications. Arrowhead Audio was started by Mr. Tony Ludis in 1981 to train students in audio broadcasting techniques and has been proudly continued under direction of his son, Mr. Kyle Ludis, since 2008. Thousands of Chief TV students have hosted this show, and hundreds of thousands have listened over the years. You can find Chief TV Kickapoo on YouTube and Spotify right now. Now, back to the show. I'm Gibson Fauth, and this is Arrowhead Audio Soundtrack of My Life Edition. Your Gibson Fauth here. Coming up next is Sweden by C418, released in 2011, composed in 2009, my birth year. Minecraft and games in general have always been a huge part of my childhood. This now is Sweden by C418. Now, back when I was younger, my mom and dad put a CD player in my room. My brothers and I would listen to the Mario Galaxy soundtrack together. We bonded over the soundtrack, and this is how I got introduced into orchestrated music. Him being an original Mario fan, my dad introduced me to this music, introduced me to all the music. Here's Gussie Guardian Galaxy, composed by Mahito Yokota and Koji Kondo. This next song is from a game I hold near and dear to my heart, Deltarune. Made by Toby Fox and Tammy Chang, Deltarune has been a great story and even better soundtrack. Here's Toby Fox's Scarlet Forest. As a young child, I always had a special interest in music, particularly found interest in piano, quickly finding escaping from it. The story behind this song is about moon. I would stay up and stare at the moon while listening to this piece in middle school. Here is Debussy's Clair de Lune. This next song made me realize that even the most popular and basic classical music can be challenging and difficult. The crescendo and decrescendo work, as well as the pedal and runs are beautiful. Here's Beethoven's Third Impulse. This song may be sad for people who know this game. Immortal. This game talks about struggles and mental health and how music can help. I've not yet played the game, but my girlfriend loves it. When I hear this song, it reminds me of her. Here is Pedro Silvio.
The third movement of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata perfectly embodies anger, frustration, and rage, with the runs mixed with the speed and they encapsulate what it means to feel frustration. This is Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. As an inspiring musician and composer, I appreciate the value of Joe Hisashi's work on the Studio Ghibli film My Neighbor Totoro. The piece has a feeling of happiness and wonder, always cheering me up. Here is Joe Hisashi's My Neighbor Totoro. This next song is another piece of Joe Hisashi's work. Howl's Moving Castle is a Japanese film with the same name. Hearing the piece makes me imagine a grand ballroom party with the instruments and notes as dancers. This is Joe Hisashi's Howl's Moving Castle. Lastly, a goal of mine, is to master and compose my very own piece of music inspired by all these pieces. Mozart's Rondo al Turca, also known as Turkish March in English, has inspired me from the very beginning. Here is Turkish March by Mozart.